West Melon on his moments as well. Talk about leading by example. That's what you want to see. While Huxley did a quiet game for him. 6 and 13. This is appropriate, right? Fortunate scores to try and see the vision got it. If not, it's staying there on the CT side, then maybe have a chance. West Melon's going to play up.
Oh my goodness. The CT pistols from Lynn Vision have been nasty. West Melon and Starry just got to win in the round out from there, to be honest. Bomb hits the deck. Hunter has to... pieces. I believe there was a bit of utility drop there as well. Hunter, though, has crept in and just crept out. That window must have been insane. Because you can see Starry's position. He's watching. I think he was moving back in to watch that push just as Hunter was leaving at the B-bomb site. It's open. Wait,
no,
a minute.
Script, they don't realize, Lynn Vision don't realize that they don't have the bomb anymore.
Yeah.
Nobody's checking it. So at the moment, they're all stacking thinking, oh, great. This is, fantastic, guys. They can't get the bomb. We can fight them. They don't realize that Hunter's snuck in, taken it, and rotated away. They're going to be so perplexed when this goes down now. Now they all rush over, but nobody holding for the bomb and nobody even checking either.
Yeah, no, but this
is a G2 pick it up and just run the whole way.
That's what I'm saying. Like Starry's position, I think there was like a 2-second window where Hunter could have gotten in, gotten out unseen, and he found it to perfection, So absolutely crazy. Still numbers in favor of Lynn Vision here. Hunter and NiKo. The cousins Kovacs trying to hold out. NiKo finds 1-2. Oh my goodness! NiKo on the P250 sends them packing.
He's back, baby. He is back. And what a fumble out of Lindy. 2 versus 4 has to be 1 round. They were technically holding. On the ground. Yes, sometimes cool, but it didn't get out of there. That round isn't won in that sort of fashion. So, now credit to NiKo. Very crisp from him, but I mean, real credit towards Hunter. Sneaking through and getting that bomb has won them that round. That's masterful. Fight to come through. Of course, for G2, but not for Lynn Vision. So this one should be pretty easy.
Yeah, you would expect so. First kills come their way. B-bomb site open and they're advanced. Hunter. Eco fragging. Yes, sir. Just West Melon. They know that he's around here as well. Nothing he can find. Hunter debating the dualies, but he will pick them up eventually. Clean stuff in the beginning here from G2. It's just... now all about keeping it rolling. I'm very curious to see what Lynn Vision will have planned for us. It was a good pistol. Don't get me wrong. They just got madly unlucky. And you can't allow a player like NiKo moments like that, So they learned their lesson. Hopefully here into the rifle, they'll come in with something fresh and original.
And 4s across the board. What have you got for us, Lynn Vision? Only you towards top banana. Amelia will answer with a Molotov of their own, but it does get smoked out. Double stack in through short, G, with Starry boosted above. This could be pretty deadly, but they are at least going to sneak up it. They could flank all the way through, and while yes, a double stacking short is good, a pop out from Bao could be everything. That's a bomb spotted. G, only good for 1. It's not good enough for West Melon going to find one of his own. Big trade. A smoke will come through, but they're going to be a little bit slow on the rotations as West Melon falls. Now, this should be a plant, no bother. Huxley and Hunter in a 2 versus 2.
What a fight. What a scrap. To be honest with you, it is G2 again, though, just sort of pulling back the pieces. One plan takes a bit of time, but it will indeed go down. Not necessarily planted for Huxley, interestingly enough. Hunter, as well, is isolated there by the retake smoke. It's going to be Huxley in towards pit. They know where he's at, and an immediate trade. Defuse comes in. I mean, it doesn't get much simpler than that. A very fast 2v2. Again, Lynn Vision wasting no time, relying on their instincts, and they get the first rifle.
Yeah, that actually is a great round coming through. That retake is really, really effective. They just play the numbers. They know in that 2 versus 2 that if they play for trays, they can isolate fights and do exactly that. Hunter gets caught on sight. Like you said, the bomb really wasn't planted for Huxley, so he has to make a move. He has to try and find a fight, and he does. They get shredded immediately. That's a really nice swing out of Amelia. A little bit fortunate, but you take more the same. 2 kills at the tail end will give Lynn Vision their first. However, it's pretty expensive. So we're going to see a buy that I do not know we've ever seen. At least so far this year at the tier 1 level. A double auto shotgun is based as hell.
Well.
Starry and G, the XM1014s, I gotta respect it. That is baller as hell.
Yeah, actually,
this matchup
gives me a great idea. We should be able to dual wield auto shotguns. What do you reckon? They should.
No, they're broken enough, dude.
Just immediately shutting me down. No, that's fair. That's fair.
They're busted.
Maybe a game mode. Maybe a game mode where you can like dual wield stuff. Maybe not in comp. Oh!
Yeah, screw flying scoutsman. Let's get running autos.
Yep.
I'm down.
Yep.
But that abs angle though, by the way, 2 of them playing back to back through abs, that is so difficult to shut down. Apart from if you're at range. Hooksy, nice shot.
I want to see you'll find G as well. So the auto shotguns trying to save the day here. Amelia just goes charging in, looking for another frag here. Munisi denies. Zaka on the rotation. Ooh, slipped the net. Slipped the net. Could take down the planter. He does indeed. He's got a kit available as well, so a real threat on the defuse, and actually just going to go for it. NiKo taking his time, but he's holding, bro, and he gets it done. Oh my God, how are we making this work? NiKo, doesn't matter. 2 back-to-back rounds coming through from Lynn Vision. Holy hell.
Here we go, ladies and gents. In tandem, say it together. Pros don't fake. We love to see it, man. Really good stuff. A really weird buy and a weird round, but these kind of slightly more chaotic, slightly more different rounds that Lynn Vision are bringing to the table are catching G2 off guard. We saw this happen a couple of times in Anubis. We're seeing it now back to back in a pretty nice fashion. But again, right, this is Lynn Vision, who, yes, they're winning rounds, but it's so expensive. Nobody surviving means that they are forced into a triple MP9 buy. So they get the smiles on your faces, the confidence of saying, oh, this is great. We're getting rounds of G2. We're tying this game up. But they're going into lesser buys. And Nessie and NiKo combine for 1 apiece. That's going to open up the B site a little bit. Bar Westmelon, he doesn't go cleared, and we'll get his kill. And actually manages to fall away.
G2 playing frustrated for sure. I think they're also knowledgeable about the fact that, of course, no Lynn Vision players surviving means the buy is really not going to be good. They try and work that in their favor. Still, though, coming out even, And a nice late smoke from Westmelon. We'll keep them at bay for the time being. They blow it open, see that there's nobody behind it. With that presence, though, rotation comes in. But again, 2 MP9s, is it really ideal? Meanwhile, a push through from Hunter. Starry in the pit. Just playing patiently. They seem to be savvy to this. Long could be compromised again. Lynn Vision, not a team to just sit on their hands. Starry gets a smoke down. Hunter says, okay, thank you very much. I'm going to work with that. Takes his head clean off. Bomb side open. And round potentially 1 out. It looks like G is out of there.
I think that's probably the right call in this situation. Westmelon's AK is the real sort of saving grace, the real kind of salvageable situation here. Keep that alive. Something to work with in towards the next. They don't have a hell of a lot of economy, though, is the real worrying thing about this. But mind ourselves. Have an interesting kind of discourse. It's back and forth, right? And I think the only thing that's letting Lynn Vision down at the moment is the money. Right? Not having money built up to be surviving left them a pretty vulnerable state. It wasn't for that. Right? Even these rounds. He's obviously one of the that economy. Sometimes you can have a whole half where, especially if you're losing, you can, you have like 4 buys. It's so brutal at times. Even though Lynn Vision are winning, they're still unable to facilitate all that much to work with, but not bad at the very least. So, pause to be called. Lynn Vision going to slow things down. Gum, the coach, going to get back on the mic. See what he can do. Do they buy back in is the question here. 2 rifles saved. They might. G's picked himself up an M4. Bit of util. Amelia's at 1.4k, so might actually go for a buy themselves of like a 5.7 potentially. Something along the lines. Join Zaka with an upgraded pistol. It looks like they're going to give this one a go. A 4 spy is risky, but Lynn Vision love these. these kind of high risk, high reward plays, it's so polar opposite to the likes of a VP, for example. Play very percentage style Counter-Strike. And it is refreshing, man. You do love to see it. It's quite chaotic, but that is the beauty of Counter-Strike at times because it can work.
And I'm not against it. I'm not against it. Super early on into the game, you still have time to recover, you know, if this goes south. So I'm a bit of a fan. We maybe, arguably, could have seen G drop something a bit extra across. He's maybe trying to hold on a bit cheekily for the AWP in future rounds, but it's the only thing that I might. Also not got a kit. All right, actually, I am angry at him. Zaka will manage to find one on the 5-7 here. Trades are around. And a man advantage, swinging pretty quickly for Lynn Vision.
Okay, on that floor. Pick it up, fellas. Pick it up. Amelia spamming the E key, I'm sure. We'll get the AK out. Now going to post up over towards Wood. This is a very strong setup they've had towards top B. It's off the back of spacing and trading. There's one thing we highlighted coming in towards this game, which let them down on Anubis. It's now works in their favor. Go back towards A.
Nice Molotov, not able to get the frag off the back of it, but they've wrestled the brackets control. G, you've got the right idea here. If he finds good timing, could get some spam damage. Going A, going B. It looks like they are indeed going to go A, setting up for the utility. Lynn Vision, wasting no time in getting everybody here. Starry and G chiming in for a kill apiece. Leaves it down to just nexa. He will be able to cross in and get this plant here quite cleanly. He says, oh, no, can't make it around the corner. G charges in. They've got the plant, but it doesn't really matter too much. Lynn Vision with the low buy will make it work.
Yeah, I mean, a plant, I guess, is a silver lining, you could say, for G2. But around on the board for G and Co. And it comes down to, like we said, a little bit of a force buy that we don't always see over here in EU, but it's really refreshing to see because it works. 5-7 got active, got in towards the fight, top banana, they play for the trades, and it works. Gets the first kill, which is great. Zaka swings in again, expecting to be traded. That's going to give them so much information. It just cuts them out from these positions that G2 want to be playing. Nice work, man. Really nice work. Lynn Vision keeping this game competitive on a map in which, you know, it goes without saying, we were quite worried coming into. Not only just on the raw statistics, but, you know, sort of the eye test, so to say, that we've seen of Lynn Vision, covering them quite a few times over the years. Molotov, Zaka could be in a bit of trouble here. Going to stick around for a fight door. Hooksy and Zaka both go down to each other's Molotovs.
Quick move back from G2 here as they look towards the A bomb site, trying to keep Lynn Vision guessing. A team that are unafraid to go for aggressive rotations, aggressive stacks. They just want to play the mind games, really. Creeping round, brackets control comes easy. Starry on the edge of hay bales, even though it's not hay bales anymore. NiKo will manage to find the kill onto Westmelon. Just Starry into the pit then. What can he do for us? Smoke is down. Where is he? Is he playing around it? They're not quite sure. Modesty going to get caught. He's spotted out another. He knows there's a player in balcony. Can't find that kill, but he's done enough, surely. 2v2. Low HP. A well-placed nade. It, unfortunately, is not well-placed enough. Amelia, then, from balcony, has to be the difference maker. Nexa watching for the run out in a very sneaky little off angle, but the wall bang does enough. It's just Hunter hidden in a cold box. Has to pop off here. Are they going to be able to? They are. Lynn Vision with another successful retake.
Oh, so successful, like you said, on these retakes. Everything is slotted into place because they just back each other. They know that they can play for trades. They're more than happy to kind of throw their life away. And you can see G there getting a little bit loud on the mic, right? That's good to see. They're getting happy. They're getting excitable. This is what you want out of Lynn Vision. This is a side who we know have individuals who can pop off. We know they have these moments hard to come together. Watch. This is their map. They've already got a map in their pocket as well, but they're being made to work for this one. Gee, you've got to love to see it, right? A warbang just takes a shot in the dark and a hope. And it works. G2. Gone for a force bite. In the corner. Doesn't exactly go the right way. Double Deagle, Tech 9, double Galil. As Hunter will make his way in towards apartments. This time not going to be met with sort of any presence.
Flash round. Nobody there. Nate goes in. Zaka. Oh, dry peek that time. Definitely risky. He does not lose his head, at least not literally. Rotation back round here from G2, using this limited utility that they have to the best of their ability. And again, clearing out the brackets area, but not going to fully sell on that. Going for something maybe a bit different. Try and work the apartments control. I'm unsure. Nexa clearing it out. Hunter caught. Starry moving in. Does go down. Westmelon. Oh, quick dink onto Nexa. Yes, sir. Westmelon. That is another unbelievable hold from Lynn Vision.
Leading by example. We've said it before and we'll say it again. This is a guy who actually put up a fairly decent performance on Ubers. He's not always the one you look towards on this team in the fragging department, but a bad little showing there. NiKo, the last man alive, a deagle in hand, and obviously still very scary in his hands, but he wants to die before time. That's the priority. The spam gonna find Amelia. Oh, he spotted the barrel as well, but he will go down. It's Westmelon walking away with a 4K under their belt. And that will be Lynn Vision, may I say, going back to back. This is a good game of Counter-Strike we're getting here on Inferno, which is rare to say because this map stinks. But I'll take in the good moments on a bad map, right?
At least you can give it that. At least you can give it the
respect
it deserves when good maps come up. Yeah, that's fair.
It's because, fairness, it's because Lynn Vision are happy to take fights nice and early. It's not that slow. And speaking of taking fights nice and early, Hooksy swinging straight in towards his demise.
Yeah, just trying to send a bit of a message, gain some confidence. Ooh, there it is. Hunter, Tech 9. Gonna make it work. They're testing the water here with how the setup looks against things like this. Maybe a bit of a condition, perhaps. All these buzzwords. Oh, gee.
Shot.
So clean, actually. Gonna be NiKo alone now. Oh, okay, my God. Right. That's about as cool as it gets. The fadeaway QQ 1 deeg. I don't think you can get a much better looking kill than that.
That's ridiculous. Hardened from the logo, man. The fading away. That is a beaut. Granted, it's kind of probably going to make zero difference to the round itself. NiKo sold the rune that he was rotating away. Doesn't matter. G going to pick him off, and that'll close things. It's a nice shot. It's good for the personal confidence. It doesn't make a difference overall. It's a pretty good CT side being put up here. Lynn Vision looking pretty good. This is a series which I think many, maybe even ourselves, would have come into and expecting it at times to feel like a little bit of walkover. Map 1 wasn't the case. There was at least a competition there for a vast majority. Basically, it was a 6.5, right? So we got to give them some credit. And at least here in towards their opponent's map big, the bare minimum that they can get now is a 6.5, which is already not too bad.
Oh, NiKo, man. Eating the nades. Not the way he wanted to start this off. Nobody in the apartments from Lynn Vision, but the spam and the control from G2 is again something a bit different. They've just been very conventionally hitting brackets, trying to burst in towards a late round. But apps control, it's a new avenue to maybe deal with. Zaka pushing in. I think there was a flash for him to work with, but it is ineffective. It's unfortunate, dink for dink, but that's the way the cookie crumbles with the M4s.
And not close. He'll fall back in our boiler, which might give him a chance here too. Beacon in, flash on the corner. Westmelon can't get his chance this time. Gee, they're lightning quick for a second. The Hunter will still mow them down and get a double of his own. And just like that, Amelia thrust into a 1v3, but they're so low. Amelia giving this a go is actually not the worst idea in the world.
I really hope he does. I really hope he does. I think there should be a kit spilled somewhere, but yeah, as that bomb goes down too far away, it would expend an awful lot of time moving in. But yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? We just, unfortunately, have more information available.
You do hate to see it. It would have been a real nice looking. It's such a rarity. It'll remain a rarity as well. But man, gee, that first shot was so fast, and the second wasn't too shabby either. But then again, Hunter just says, you can do that, I can do you one better. 3 kills from him, 13 to his name already as well. Really good work. G2 still keeping this competitive, which is the main thing. There is money to work with over towards Lynn Vision. It's not the end of the world. And it still smiles all around over towards G2. They're not feeling the pressure just yet. It's a real audacious swing from Zaka, it has to be said. Maybe a little unnecessary too, but
yeah, that one
so
from G
quick.
was just so nice.
So quick.
It's a shame. It is a shame. They were set up pretty well. He finds 2. It was just that Starry support that let him down a little bit. Nova alert.
Okay, baby.
Okay. They're a fan of the shotgun.
I don't hate it.
You know, we saw a couple of rounds, didn't we? Especially at the major. I think Brokey was banging on with the Nova. So, you know,
it's pretty critical. Do you know what? The range is actually like, you don't expect it. It's got some
it's like the UMP used to be, where like, you know, you can swing around the corner, fire off a shot, move back in. It's all a very seamless sort of move, and it's just the reset, the accuracy reset's quite quick. But I don't know that it's going to get much action here. G going to lose his head, as does Westmelon. Starry. Surely they're going to know that he's around. The nade goes off. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh, and the range, like you said. Yep. Sorry. Okay, I think he's going to get flanked out here, unfortunately. So the round, again, comes back into contention. A bit tough for NiKo. Still gets it done. An immediate save moving around from Lynn Vision after that kill. But goodness me, Starry, he kept them alive for just a second there.
Shotgun joyers arise, right? That's 2 kills there. The first shot, I thought he was dead off the back of that, which would have been really unfortunate. But he gets to one at range over towards short. They've made it, you know, they made something out of that round. I think we probably would have liked to have seen a little bit more. And I think probably the biggest thing that lets them down is actually the fact that they lose the AWP to, you know, to no avail. G gets full blind as they start to kind of fly out of bulk. And then before you know it, that's the round done and dusted. So G2, yeah, it's got, you know, a little bit comical by the way a couple of kills come through, but all things considered, they're still putting rounds on the board and they're still closing down this gap at the tail end. Nexa, that's the most important kill for my money, is just finding G. Backside. That one there nearly looked like it would have been costly. Starry getting himself to, and also, in all fairness, that's money in the back pocket as well. Shotgun kill bonus ain't too bad. He's going to go back to back with the shotguns, upgrading it in towards the auto. Back with the old faithful. MP9 Alpha G, Farmax for Westmelon, and the 2 saved M4s into the final round of the half. For Lynn Vision, it was a 6-3, now 6-5. Let us slip a tad, but 6 isn't exactly bad. Smoke will come down as well. A little bit of damage dealt towards NiKo. The fight there by Zaka was nearly very risky. I'll get out of here.
Yeah, not quite as an explosive as a game out of Zaka, is it? Unfortunately for him. I think he's still trying to play the same sort of style, and it's not had the same impact. And this is what I talked about. Getting your members out consistently is tough. NiKo and Hunter, though, both playing very, very well here. Particularly NiKo in these past, let's say, 4 rounds, entering classically, certainly a game that he needs to warm up into. Win this, keep the dream alive in the lower bracket side of things. He could be a force to be reckoned with if they make it through to the playoffs.
Final rounds, of course, they're going to give this a go. Not easy. 2 smokes, 2 nades, no kids. This is not exactly a dream scenario for Lynn Vision on the retake. They've got to try and take fight sooner rather than later because time are already starting to tick down low for a side. Don't have a kit in the back pocket. I'm not sure if there was one drop towards top banana by Zaka, but at this point, it doesn't really matter. They've got to get in here, lads. Now or never. Wasting a hell of a lot of time. Shotgun gonna get dinged. Auto shotgun gonna connect. This is kills, but it doesn't make a difference. 6-all at the turn of the half. G2 gonna get back into it, but can they continue this sort of form off the break?
Yo, what is up? Welcome back in Lynn Vision. Again, picking up a bit of pace in this game. So looking forward to what this second half has got in store for us. CT sides don't seem too bad from the Chinese powerhouse, but it is difficult to tell now what will happen with the switchover.
Yeah, it's, I think, now a bigger ask on the shoulders of Lynn Vision, just because, you know, 6-3, they were up at one point. Let it slip a little bit at the tail end. I think a lot of it came down to kind of continuously force buying, essentially. So it meant that they were wielding MP9s, FAMASs, shotguns quite consistently. That, for them, is the thing that let me down. When we look towards Anubis as well, both sides won up their pistols on the CT side. So for G2, a calm, composed pistol that they put up on Anubis on their CT. Can they do it once again now that they're on the CT here on Inferno? Potentially only one more half of Counter-Strike for Lynn Vision on home soil. Would love to stay alive, but it's a big ask, and it's not a great start. Hunter catches Starry. Pants around his ankle, but they're actually still just going to pop towards B, so it's all a ruse anyway.
And there is only one over here. It's NiKo. So it could end quite quickly. He's trying to block out the smokes, and he will do so. He's got plenty of space to work with here in from Coffin. Meanwhile, from behind, the flank has already begun. NiKo, not even really needed. He and Munisi will make mincemeat of them. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. A flawless pistol to open up for G2.
That's a great round. Really is. Munisi so quick on the flank there as well. He just found a gap in the armor, and he exposes it, pushing up through Banana way earlier than Lynn Vision even remotely expected. Before you know it as well, he's finding massive kills, importantly, but NiKo as well. From Coffin, not being traded properly, blocking that smoke, so it doesn't really work in the way that Lynn Vision would have hoped. And that's them taking a super, super easy CT side pistol round. We are going to see Lynn Vision go for a force here, though. Despite the lack of bomb plant, they're going to go in towards the Tech 9s. And that one deagle in the hands of Starry. They do have a little bit of util, some armor as well. So it's positive. It's not an easy round to convert this. First fight through Boiler. Amelia spotted, tagged, but not the end of the world.
Flash comes around. Nexa not blinded. Spotted that second player running into the smoke. Somehow Zaka didn't take any damage there, but they were absolutely ready for him. 3 remain on the Tech 9s. Little deagle in here as well. But nothing presenting just yet. They're going to try and make some noise over towards B, maybe draw some attention. I don't know that it's going to happen. It's not going to be any different from a conventional 3-2 setup here. One spotted out towards long. Munisi holding the line. Certainly a uncharacteristically quiet game from our guy Munisi, but he's still consistent and controlled. Westmelon, what you got? Not much.
Well, yeah, not a hell of a lot. Not a hell of a lot. They tried to give it a go. Pistols can't really come up with all too much, but very nice done as well. Take a look at the replay here. Super kind of simply isolating those fights. Well, the kill spot as well. Shout out the Observer team as well. We got the main man. We got Zarks. And we got Jonas for that. Zarks wasn't happy that I mentioned him last time, so I'll change it up. I'll mention him first.
You're not meant to do that, though. You're not meant. Now it just feels,
doesn't get all grumpy.
Now it just feels like you're doing it so it doesn't complain, you know?
Yeah, I don't want it, you know? I don't want to get all grumpy. Little frumpy fans. But 8-6 for G2. This is a bit of a throwaway round, all things considered. I don't really expect a huge amount of Lynn vision here. A bomb plant would be a massive luxury, but they're probably not even going to get remotely close. They got a few deagles, yes, but no kits, no util, and no health if you're Zaka, who gets naded down to 20. So not a dream start by any means. This boost is formidable as well, right? The second he gets overwhelmed, even slightly, just drop off. Easy.
Yeah. And with the support, you know, so it is actually... Oh, yes, NiKo, that's so clean.
Yeah.
Honestly, he's looking so good.
He is. It's really refreshing, isn't it? Oh,
guys. Let's stop using rifles, start using pistols more often. Goodness me. Yeah, but the thing is, a perfect anti-eco setup there from G2. So... love to see it. Very clean. Well played off the back of each other. And it's a bit of a testing ground. You know, Lynn Vision, they can shoot back. That is something that maybe a few years ago, the Asian region potentially could have struggled with, let's say. But they can most definitely shoot back. And if we include Pacific in there as well, FlyQuest looking good, taking maps, and obviously surprising Cloud9. So... there is that angle, but G2 just using it as a testing ground for some of their more unorthodox strategic moves. I think they feel like they have to pull a bit of it out as well to just completely catch Lynn Vision off guard with something they've never seen before.
Zaka laying in the smoke. My God, he's found a gap, but I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to say whether this area is going to be safe. Hooksy, a lot of damage dealt. They've surely got to expect at least one in through logs now. They spotted one on the left-hand side as well. They're going to stick up close here. Our smoke will slow down the tempo a little bit. It looked like Lynn Vision want to get in towards fights early, but they're actually not given that luxury. And now with G2 doubling back, they can just drop util. Iko's got another smoke as well, dropped over there by Hooksy. The second he feels any sort of pressure, drops it front sight and simply put. Hooksy going to double back over. He's in two minds, right, Hooksy? He doesn't actually know whether to commit to a basically stack towards A or support NiKo. He's making the right decision by sticking up close in. A smoke will come down with just shy of 40 seconds on the clock.
And it keeps rolling. 25 before they're even really going to get moving here. Utility coming over the top. That coffin smoke again is going to be kept held back. The flash, so good for NiKo. It's Hooksy that gets that third, but does not matter. The hold is beautiful. G, Starry, what can they do really? 6 seconds to get the bomb, get the plant, find kill. It's too much. It's too much. Double digits for G2 going to be hit so fast. And G2 looking to speed through this and get that 2-0. Of course, more lower bracket will be required from them. They'll be playing off tomorrow in the last game of the day, either against Furia or Heroic, but they will need to show in this game to themselves as well that they are above the required level. They are exceeding the, not just winning the game, but also absolutely pummeling here, because it's going to be a difficult one tomorrow.
Lynn Vision using their final timeout here as well. It's a big call to be made. The good thing Hooksy as well did double back over to support with NiKo, basically because his kill kind of denied them any chance of getting that. He could just get two and get traded, but Hooksy falls there. They are at least into a post-plant scenario, most likely. Right. Conversation still has to be made. A pause will come through, and the coach, he can on the mic and all of the rest. After a 4-round television, keep the round away, eliminate. And Vision have gone for a force. This could be basically their penultimate buy if things continue on this trajectory.
Interesting T-side setup here. They were so ready for an apps push, it would seem. Westmelon flattens Hooksy. But Hunter the unknown element in behind enemy lines. Westmelon is just on an ascended plane. Nexa, though, he's capitalized. He's found the gap. He's got the double spray down. Suddenly, even... Oh, just for G. They aren't really out of second mid yet. You know what I mean? They've got all these kills and they've hardly moved.
Yeah. It feels like as well they're a little bit tentative about another one sticking around, which is technically right, but it's Nexa playing all the way back towards Barg. He's already got 2 kills to his name on for the ace. He might be given the opportunity at it. With how low G is, Westmelon's in that 1 bullet headshot territory. Not out of the realms of possibility. Nexa gonna be tested. What have you got for us? Molotov in towards Big Pit. Nobody shows. Where is Nexa? This is the question. No flash being wielded. There's the first. Looking for another. He gets caught. Clipped. As Westmelon catches him dropping off. Now the bomb will go down a 1v2. And Manesi retaking with an orb. Do you even want to give this a go? It looks like the answer is going to be yes.
I mean, they've got money. They've got rounds. But even then, maybe not. I think he's going to potentially have a creep here. See if anyone comes his way before he gets to the mid gap. And then he's off. Yeah, listen, man. I know a thing or two, you know? I read these players, but yeah, all the same. The save, it makes sense. Wait, unless, has he got a different idea for us? No, okay, he is definitely saving.
An exit, maybe.
Yeah, just looking to take something on the way out, isn't he? All the same. Nice round from Lynn Vision, and well played by Westmelon in particular to just fully read what G2 were doing. Maybe a round that he's seen them go for before.
Oh, there we go. He'll get his exit. Down goes Westmelon. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. G2 for them. It's a little hiccup on the road, but they still are pretty confidently in the position that they're in. Nexa, very important triple kill out of him that basically ended up being for nothing, but at the very least, it's good to see him individually stepping up in a big way. We do need to see a little bit more consistency out of Lynn Vision. These T sides are still very expensive, even though they are winning. We saw this happen in the first half. They're winning rounds, but, you know, only one or nobody surviving. It can be really rough. Fuxy for the first. He has the support as well. Molotov tickling the toes, and he gets his head ripped off his shoulders. But there's 2 more around the corner as the Kovac cousins wait on towards B. And they do not want to test those shark-infested waters. They're going to get out of there.
No, definitely not in this game as well, as it is being thrown back a couple years. Both of them looking like the carry merchants they were. Slow wind up here towards the A-bomb site. It is Westmelon out towards long that I'm watching. Hunter. Flattened.
My God.
Absolutely flattened. Westmelon on for some of the best rounds of the series thus far. Munisi does well to find a second before falling in the back, but is it enough to give NiKo a way in? I'm not so sure. The money is really not good, yeah, so I think save the M4, maybe go for a half buy around it in the next round. He's going to look for some exits on the way out, but Lynn Vision, keeping the dream alive, man. It's not like G2 were in a perfectly winnable position. They got to double digits quite early, but they didn't get to 11, they didn't get to 12. You know, these are the scarier numbers. Lynn Vision can still, with a bank break here, close this gap.
Well, giving themselves a chance. What have we got? NiKo still seems pretty happy, pretty smiley in this situation, but Vision, like you said, chipping away at the deficit. Only 2 rounds now to work with. There is a real possibility. There is a real chance. Still, it feels like a big ask, and it feels like it's not out of the realms of possibility, but you know, G2, you can never really count them out. Even when they have a couple of rounds in a row which aren't quite themselves, it still feels like we need to see a lot more out of them before we get comfortable over this team. This is better. This is where we're now starting to see Lynn Vision come alive, get active, get in towards this conversation. That's what we want from these guys. Molotov goes down in towards Banana. This is just going to, you know, basically be a round to try and facilitate NiKo in any way they can.
NiKo, slow push down Banana, completely dry, completely silent. And also something that G2 have not done at all. It will be checked pretty cleanly, in fact. They were ready for it. Zaka dinked out. It's unfortunate for NiKo that he only saved an M4. Still. I think one player lost. G2 not really rotating across. Something that Lynn Vision would do. You know, any kind of noise, they'd immediately be over. Huxley, though, he's got the smoke to keep him at bay for now. Still no one moving.
These pistols can be a bit of a problem at times, but fortunately, they've gone for a gamble factor there. It looks like that gamble's not going to pay off. Smoke goes down. Probably all she wrote in towards this one. Bomb are going to go down. I don't really know, essentially, what we can do. So bomb goes down, and that's basically it. I don't think you really even give this a go if you are G2. Just keep hold of what you've got.
Yeah, I mean, fair enough, right? They've got bits of armor in places. You get cheaper head armor and everything into the next round. I'd assume they're going to be buying into the next, though. I don't think it's really that much of a problem to throw yourself in. That's maybe why Huxley is sticking around here, because he doesn't have that cheaper head armor. But we are min-maxing pretty hard here on the G2 side. Just don't want to give away any needless kills, etc. Huxley trying to take one away with him, potentially. Bomb might get Amelia, but I don't think so, really. So we'll see. And is this now a timeout coming in, I think?
It looks like it. I think probably for the best as well. I don't think it's the worst decision in the world. Have a little pause, have a little conversation, see what you could offer up. You are going to see, it's actually the first one out of G2. You see Taz getting on the mic, and probably needed as well. Only one round being the difference. It's probably for the best here. G, of course, was AWP, but now we see Manessi on the other side as well to try and challenge him, try and keep him at bay. This is a very important round for G2. Lose this, and it could be a little bit of an issue going forward. What have we got, though, from G2 in terms of their response? We need to see them make kind of one or two decisions here. Either try and fight fire with fire. They can do that. We know individually that the G2 guys obviously can match up, if not exceed. These last few rounds have been a little bit quieter than NiKo. What is there to work with? Manessi gonna play up close. Up in hand as well as he sits up. Has Nexa in support too. Gonna cover his back, and Hunter playing through Boiler. This is a really strong app setup. If they try and test this, they could be in a lot of trouble.
Oh, that's not how you do that. Yeah, and Starry calls off the idea, of course, after a drop noise being heard. No early scrappage from G2. A nice early smoke, though. NiKo actually taking an advanced position over there on B. Utility comes over the top for Lynn Vision, but it's more of an apps hit, trying to fake out mid-presence. Meanwhile, in the apartments, they're very, very ready. Starry scared off immediately. Yeah, he knows what's up. He knows who that's going to be and potentially what they're looking at. G2, though, scared off of their apartment's hold. It's actually drawn attention from NiKo as well. So you've got Huxley to get through on B. Not quite as formidable, but maybe just as good at buying time.
What have you got for us? Smoke over towards CT. Molotov in towards front orange as well. Westmelon going to cross out, get in towards Barbecue here, but a Molotov one towards the default plan will keep him at bay. G going to find NiKo. Important kill. Manessi holding for a peek, but I don't know if he's going to be given it. Starry, this is such a huge frag if he finds it, and he does. Lurking, Starry comes alive. Bomb going to go down. NiKo hooks him, I say. Can't deny it. Amelia will delete it through the smoke. That's it. That's the round. Hunter and Nexa have to save, and that is going to be Lynn Vision tying this game up. 10 rounds apiece. We have got a game on our hands, and not only tying it up, but doing it flawlessly as well. Just to rub salt in the wound. Nexa and Hunter are opting for a save, but the question is, do they get hunted at the tail end of it?
Well, well, well. Can you believe it here? Hunter, just, playing safe, not giving his position away at all, but traded out very quickly there. Relatively big deal that he goes down. It probably will affect the buy into the next round, actually. You know, you could have dropped 2 and have one player on like an MP9 or something, but now the fact that they can only drop 1 just isn't worth the same sort of risk. Great round from Lynn Vision. Super, super impressive. They have evened it up. G2, it felt like at one point, you know, I was talking about the next game. I was talking about they're going to be in the lower bracket playing off against Heroic or Furia, maybe.
Yeah.
And since then, they've not won a round, so my bad. But Lynn Vision, of course, really performing well here. Great run back from them.
It is. Next up, for them 4. That's all they've got to work with. A few pistols around it, and that is that. Let's be honest. Not expecting a huge amount here. 10 all, and Lynn Vision are pushing to make this a 3-map affair, which is probably not on our bingo card by any metric. Zaka and Westman are going to play up close. Zaka going to be the first contact. If he can find Hooksy, that's basically the round confirmed. G2 go for a gamble stack A, and it looks like it's going to be a play towards B. Hooksy has a smoke, which will now drop, and that might force them into the stack.
Yeah, this is worrisome. This is very worrisome. It's something that G2 as well have actually been setting up in quite a few rounds. You know, the 4-man A play they've been enjoying, trying to get Lynn Vision away from B as much as they can. Utility over here from Lynn Vision. Nexa up on the balcony. NiKo hidden behind the smoke, waiting. Oh, the top of the head. Where is he? Bit of a spam. Doesn't want to give his position away, though. He just really wants his player to walk into him. Smoke's going to start to go down. An important kill. The crosshair right on him. And the patience pays off. A big kill. There's no secondary prong to the attack. Straight into the stack they go, and they will get mowed down in the meat grinder to a pulp. Just 1 kill for Lynn Vision, and G2 retake the lead.
That's a real shame. Real shame for Lynn Vision. That one smoke by Hooksy on towards B forces them in towards the stack. I mean, it doesn't even force them. They just fall for it. It's a bait and switch. It's a ruse. And it catches them off guard. That is seriously unfortunate. Seriously unfortunate. Another timeout to be called here by Taz. Wants to get back on the mic because he knows how important these next couple of rounds are. There will be a buyback in for Lynn Vision. Lose this round, especially without a bomb plant. If finances could be in trouble, that could be G2 closing the map and the series at the dying embers when it just looked like Lynn Vision were picking up some form. That's a brutal round to lose. And that could be the round, you know, the straw that breaks the camel's back, so to say. I think Taz knows it all too well. If he can rally the troops, if he can steady the ship and get some wind back in those sails heading in towards this round here, I could lock it in their favor. Round number 22. We're going all the way to the tail end of this map. We're getting everything out of it. Lynn Vision, just when it looked like they were in a successful spot, it looks like they're letting a slip.
Silent boost up. Starry needing a little bit of assistance to get in there this time. But it is fair. It's part of their plan, part of the winning formula, potentially. Banana control comes round, thanks to a lack of presence from G2. Munisi is here, though, with those usual holders. A late flash in. Zaka not blinded at all. Munisi sticking around, lands a leg, and just about makes it around the corner. Needed that trade frag, though, didn't he?
What do you do now? Because for Lynn Vision, they see Munisi over towards B. It's not really somebody you want to test, ever. Util on the corner towards half 4. They're going to commit towards this B take nonetheless. It's the right call. It's only one man here. Munisi has got to stand up tall. This isn't going to be easy. He's all alone.
Back pillar. Oh, the flash is so good. Westmelon, though, can't get the kill. Zaka does manage to trade it out. A collateral lander by Munacy. He keeps on fragging. A pillar of strength here from Munacy, looking for the ace. Denied away. But my God, he has to have done enough. No, Hunter, the nade backfires. There's only 10 seconds to get this bomb and get the plant in, though.
Wow.
Starry panicking just a little bit, but he will get it in time. He's so unbelievably low. The nade misplaced could have ended the round. Nexa surely has to clutch this up now. Nades through the smoke, going to move his way in. He spotted Starry. Gives his position away. The one tap to keep Lynn Vision alive is unbelievable.
Oh my God, you thought Manassi had done enough. You thought surely this guy has got everything in the locker to close it. And no, somehow, some way, Starry clutches out of a one tap just to rub salt in the wound. What a way to do it. Man alive, this game continues to deliver. This game continues to bring us all the action and some. And the thing is, Starry died in the Molotov here. He had no time, right? So he had to really try and get a plant out. He goes down to 7 points of HP, then gets tagged by the nade. Oh, man. So close, but no cigar. Look where we find ourselves. 11-11. We have really got a game on our hands here. We're getting the 4 rounds in regulation and potentially and some.
Just still reeling. An incredible hold, and it wasn't enough. Yeah, the impact player, but apparently not. I mean, 0 impact technically if you don't win the round. Insane, absolutely insane. G2 will be kicking themselves, and you know, just little things like it was a Hunter nade on the smoke that Starry found that kill to bring it into the 1v1. You know, a lot of things backfiring. The nexa nade, a couple meters to the right would have made a difference. Heating up, absolutely heating up here. All good in the hood here. We'll see what the move is from G2, what their response looks like. I am definitely curious as to how that previous will have affected them and how the mental looks right at the tail end of the game. Uxie on the MP9 and NiKo chiming in. The hold, super clean. 5v3 and LVG have once again got to try and pull it back to the brink.
The round that breaks them as well, right? Lose this, they have a hell of a lot of economy. That could be it.
Oh, nade does some decent damage. However, still creeping forward. Barrel going to be spotted. Munacy takes a dink through the wall, though. Starry going to get another onto Hunter. There's a quick spin around, but it's Nexa in a pit. That might just have done it. Huxie and NiKo to clutch up, but it is G on this AWP. We sung his praises, and he is unable to get it going. G2 the first to hit 12 here.
Map, series point. Have they got in the locker? I don't know, in your opinion, do you think Lynn Vision mentally just broken here?
Yeah, I feel like it probably will be the case. Well, I don't know. We've had some pretty high octane rounds. I don't think you will be broke. I think you'll just be so full of adrenaline. You know, a 1v3, 1 out. That round coming very close as well when it felt like, you know, you couldn't have found it. 5v3 to kick off. Nearly pulled back. Starry with a lovely moment in the middle, of course. But yeah, I don't know. It's tough to say. You would think at this level of the game, this amount of stakes on the card, you know, even I am full of like the cortisol and the adrenaline and everything just from the moments that are happening. So I don't know that the emotions will wave through you just yet. I think that they will be ready to go for a bit more, ready to continue proving themselves, and a good game of Counter-Strike here. I think we want some overtime out of this for sure. I want to see on the corner here with the AWP, though, looking to deny that away.
1-2, 1-2.
Either way, Munacy will manage to find a clean couple again on the corner. Westmelon on this Tech 9 maybe wants to look in to try and find something over at B. If you keep an eye on your minimap, of course, they'll continue rolling forwards.
Nexa.
The A-hold's got to be way too strong here. I think the setup is just unbelievable from G2. It's difficult to say at this point what Lynn Vision can do. 45 seconds remain. We'll see. Slow roll into this round. Yeah, just nothing coming off, unfortunately. He has to back off from the angle, and they're a bit confused here on the T side, I feel. Really, really difficult. 20 seconds to keep it going. Oh, charging in. Oh, not looking good. Straight into the meat grinder. 13-11. G2 get it done, and the 2-0 comes in. But my God, Lynn Vision made them absolutely work for that. A super, super long game coming in. The map so
and you know, it felt one of those situations as well where